Okay, so well done with that last exercise. I think all bar two of you have got that Hegarty maths done within hours of it being set. So well done, and we'll let Tracy off. She's in China 7 hours ahead. So that was good. So we're moving on to another bit of circle theory today. So this is a new bit. So hopefully you can see that screen. Could somebody just unmute for a second?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, lovely, thank you. So what we're going to be doing now is a couple of individual circle theories. These are different. These only relate to the IGCSE. So if you were doing the GCSE, these don't count. So it's one of the few topics that's in IGCSE, but not in GCSE. But they're nice and straightforward, so it's fine that they're included. Now, both of these are nothing to do with angles. So remember, all those circle theories that you practiced last week were all to do with angles. These two are all to do with lengths. So there are two separate rules. So this is the first one. So if you've basically got two chords, so two lines that are crossing a circle from one side to the other, then the length AB, so from there to there, multiplied by the length B to E, so those two yellow lengths, if you multiply those two lengths together, they equal the two green lengths multiplied together. So AB multiplied by BE equals CB multiplied by BD. Okay, so that's quite an easy one to remember. It's just the two parts of the line multiplied together equal the other two parts multiplied together. Now the other one, this second one down here, just got to be a bit careful here. It's because it's the length outside the circle, so BC, multiplied by the whole length all the way down. So it's CB multiplied by CA. It is not CB multiplied by BA. So it's the two bits that I've highlighted there. It's that length CB multiplied by CA equals CE multiplied by CD. So these are the two, so that's it. Those are the two circle theories, okay? Now they can sometimes dress them up and it's all sort of clouded and hidden away in quite a complicated question, or it can be just pretty straightforward and you've just got to remember it, okay? So let's just do a little bit of practice. Okay, so take this first example here. What we're saying, so this is obviously an example of the top one. We're saying 3 times 4 equals 2 times x. So 12 equals 2x, so obviously x equals 6. So that length there equals 6, because 2 6s are 12, that equals 3 times 4. So easy peasy. And again here, this is slightly dressing it up, making it a bit more algebraic, but the maths is still exactly the same. X times 2x equals 4 times 7. So 28 equals 2x squared. Divide by 2, square root, and we can see that the length x must be the square root of 14. So that times that equals that times that. Okay, now some examples of the second circle theory to do the lengths. So just be careful here. 5 times 12, okay, not 5 times 7. 5 times 12 equals x times x plus 4. Okay, that length there is x. The total length is x plus 4. So just processing that algebra, and we're going to end up with a quadratic equation here. 5 times 12 equals x times x plus 4. Well, obviously we do the claw on the right hand side, so we get an x squared plus 4x equaling 60. Take away 60 from both sides, we've got a quadratic equaling 0. Factorize it, we get two solutions, x being 6 and x being minus 10. clearly -10 is inappropriate for a length, so we reject it. So that length there must be 6. Okay, and there's a couple more examples there that we would have done had we been in the lesson, but I'm quite relaxed. There's no need for us to do those. If you want to, just when you play back the recording, just go and pause on this video here and have a little bit of practice, and then the answers are there. Now, what I think, I thought it worked very well on Friday, where the homework part of the lesson was Hegarty. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to always do that, but I quite like the idea of what we're doing today. So we get the live contact for me to explain it, but then the actual homework bit, you can just go over to Hegarty Maths. So basically, I've gone through and found the Hegarty Maths video and questions, which is exactly this topic we've done here. So once this lesson is over, please could you go over to Hegarty Maths and do exercise 602. Feel free to watch the video if you want to. It's always nice to hear it from a different maths teacher, but you don't have to, because obviously you've listened to this. Obviously, as you know, Hegarty automatically marks it. I think if you're only getting like 40, 50, 60%, it would be great if you went back and chose to take it again at the time, please. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm keeping an eye on the Hegarty marks. And what I'm doing, I'm transferring the Hegarty marks over onto Teams. So I'm setting it up an assignment for these, just because it just keeps it all very neat. It means when you go and look in your Teams homework page, every single lesson, you're going to have a sheet there, so you can see all the lessons ticking off. So even the Hegarty Maths lessons, you'll have a page over in Teams on the homework where I'm just copying across the result that you got. And also what that allows, and it's really good if you do this, you don't have to, but it's really nice for me to see it. That's obviously also giving you an opportunity to copy your workings across onto assignments. Sorry, not to copying your workings across onto the homework page. So you will see if you go over into class notebook under homework, that there's already a page waiting for you to copy across your workings. And I know a number of you did that on Friday, and that worked very well. So that's it, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in, lots of you. So if you've just come in on the end of this, I will record this, and that automatically uploads onto Teams. And as you know, I'm also processing, uploading all of these onto YouTube. So it'd be great if you go and do the 602 now, because I'm here for the rest of the lesson. So for the rest of the lesson, I'm here if you've got any queries, but also I can be picking up the marks that you're getting and transferring them across. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the recording